There's only one path through life when you think about it. We like to think we have all these options. It feels like there's a million possible ways forward, but in reality, there's only one. And that's whatever it is you have to do to see tomorrow. For some people, that's as simple as waking up in a warm bed. For some, it's struggling to stay warm throughout the night. We like to think there's many ways forward, but they all collapse into a single one. I'm not like a physicist. I barely know how to divide. But from what they tell me, there's like predetermined qualities of life. Like how when the universe started, there was this kind of mythic explosion where matter and antimatter annihilated each other by a factor of 100% to 1. Matter prevailed, and that's our universe. So think about how mind-blowingly big space is. Our galaxy is one of billions in our local wall. The arm of our galactic filament is one of many, made of many thousands of galaxies. And there are thousands of galactic filaments, meaning tens or hundreds of thousands of galaxies just nearby, relatively speaking. That's an incomprehensible amount of stars, planets, moons, and other celestial events and phenomena. And that isn't even 0.1% of the 1% of the matter that survived annihilation. And you and I come from that. Directly. As much as we like to think we have nothing to do with the beginning of the universe, that's totally a failure of perception to see ourselves as separate from the Big Bang. We are a direct continuation from it, from the moment of our formation as two separate gametes in two separate parents, to the union of your cells to form a zygote, then a fetus who forms into an infant, who formed into you. And so, you can see, life is congruous throughout the entire process of your being. The illusion is the idea any other universe could have existed other than the one where you were born. I won't tell you anything I don't know myself, because I don't want to sell you on a dream that probably won't come true. But what I do know is that this universe is telling you a story. And it's your life. Maybe, like me, you've spent most of life just sadly and aimlessly wandering from place to place and person to person in hopes the memories will constitute more than ashes of a cigarette put out at 3 a.m. in the vain hope of better times to come. That's a pretty sore way to spend life and time. I have wasted so much time idly reminiscing about times I ruined or had ruined for me. And it was so dumb because it never got anything real or good done. Self-pity is tempting because we might want to believe we as victims are owed justice, rather than just saying, fuck it, it's over and done, let's move on already. And there's times in life you may want to just throw your hands in the air and say to hell with all of this, these people, these times. I get that. I want to scream sometimes. I don't, but the desire is real. Because sometimes you just want to yell your lungs out in the vain hope it could inspire real, permanent change. When, realistically, humans will probably struggle with greed and vanity forever. But I want to believe we're better than that. I need to believe we're better than we're not. No alternate reality or parallel universe can change that, so it's pointless to worry about how things could have or should have gone. That's nonsense. Fairy tales told by ghosts called craving and want, who haunt your regret as their home. So these many worlds where you're happier and satisfied with life break down under the reality that the truth is You have this one universe to live in. Maybe there's a trillion yous all doing the same or different things, but you don't matter to them because, really, when does the idea of trillions of replications of you ever enter your mind? Probably never, so you probably don't cross their mind much either than anything other as an entertaining hypothetical potentiality. There's been this one path. It's the only path open. It's gonna require you to be brave, to fight your fear and push yourself to drive deep and fast into places others reduce their speed to enter. You barrel through that. Because you know there is one line through this. There is one path forward. And it's about meeting the turn with the velocity to carry your own momentum forward on a clean drift. Or, in simpler terms, there is no other world where you're happier, because even if that exists, that other you is probably thinking the same about your situation. So that grass might always look greener, no matter what side you desire. Point being, this one life is all you have to be happy. Don't worry about parallel realities of happier yous. Focus on this one life in front of you. This one path, collapsing all the infinite potentials into a single, definitive, determined way. Think about a race through the mountains. There is a through line. The through line is the most optimal way to take any turn at the speed you're going, relative to the speed you'll be going as you exit the turn. Navigating life takes precision and purpose, like riding a through line, because your determination to keep your line correct is the same determination to keep your life correct. There's probably different ways of explaining this, but I like racing because it's a very simple activity. So in a race, there are many paths, like how many paths exist in life, in that there's more ways to fuck up and lose a race than there are to win, because there's only one way to win, and infinite ways to fuck up. The path is focused and precise, because you have to be too. So when you're whipping around mountain corners in a Porsche 911, and you want to survive with minimal damage to the car, you must be at the top of your game. And life is really no different from racing around a mountain, because it's really the same difficulty of activity as expressed through different life paths. The skill you need to reach the finish is the same skill it took to get you this far. And you already know you have that, so you already know you can finish this race. I think in a race, there's more ways to lose than to win. And in life, that's true too. You have to be careful while also risking everything. And that delicate balance between your ability to accurately perceive what's in front of you is your entire survivability in life and the race. The balance is crucial because the essence of risk is both crisis and opportunity. There are only many ways to fail. There's only one path to success. Your ability to discern them is what we call skill. In a race, you must risk what you have on what you can gain. And this is like life. You always already risking your life, no matter what you do, because you can always crash. But what if you win? That's the worthy cause. That's the noble goal. That's the single aim. The one path, the determined way. You must not let fear deter you from driving forth your will to meet your determination in reality. More simply, your victory is on the other side of fear and doubt and worry and anxiety. Because even if you've won but anxiety prevails, what was the point of the victory? This world can give you trophies and medals, but the real journey is the steps you took along the way. There is the value of knowing you took those steps, and no one did it for you. The ones who left you behind did so because your value was something they couldn't see. So call your determined path forth and ride her through line to your destiny. This is how you will defeat the illusion of many paths or different worlds where you're happier. Because none of those worlds are as real as this one. This one decided to give you the chance to live, and because it did, you must.